Good afternoon. This is Pastor Lester with your Marriage Minute. Recently I started working and redoing one of my pedal boards. And to make that work effectively, I use cables to adjust and to connect to the next pedal and to make sure all of those things are working. Well, I needed some right angle plugs to make that work more effectively. So recently I went ahead and purchased the right angle for the plugs and the cable that I needed. And much to my surprise, when I pulled them out of the package, they were the wrong length. I cut myself short. I miscalculated. I didn't have the right things adjusted that I needed for the pedal board, and so I can't make it work. And so I'm thinking, oftentimes within our marriages, there are things that happens where we don't measure accurately and come up with the right measurement, and then we get the result that I got, and that's short. So I want to help you this afternoon to have a couple of things to think about to make your marriage a little bit more meaningful and rewarding. The first thing I'd like to share with you is that you pursue more than just happiness. And what I mean by that statement is pursue confidence, pursue fulfillment, pursue things that engage one another, and that'll make that marriage that much more rewarding. You want to be able to persevere during the hard times. And there's tough times that you go through, whether it be economic, whether it be raising families, whether it be times that you're really not sure what to do and how to do and why to do, but you still persevere during those hard times, and you stay connected together during those hard times. The third thing that I'd like to encourage you with is that you inspire change in one another for the better. And what that means is not to just have a judgmental time or be really critical, but to be encouraging. Oftentimes, that encouraging word that you share may be the word that is needed for the day. You're doing a great job. I really love how you are taking care of the family, or whatever encouragement that you feel that needs to be there, affirmation for your spouse. That's very key and important. The other thing that I could say, and this would be number 4, is that we set good examples to others. And not only set an example from you to your spouse, but set example. You have children that are watching your lives. You have grandchildren that are watching your lives, and they're watching what you do, what you don't do, what you say, what you don't say. So it's very valuable and very important that you set the example, you set the mood, you lead by an example. And finally, that you be willing to be dependent, not just independent in your marriage. And what I mean by that statement is there are a lot of things that you can do independent of each other. And oftentimes that happens, but it's so much better when you can come together and do things together. Whether that means life opportunities, you're taking a walk together, you're sitting there communing together, talking, spending time. Pat and I enjoy oftentimes just being in the kitchen together and preparing a meal. And she cooks differently than I do. She prepares it differently than I do. But at the end of the day, we have a meal that we have put together. And those kind of things are very important together. And of course, don't leave out prayer. Don't leave out worship. Don't leave out a time of studying the Word together. Those things are really good, and you can get inspired by one another doing that. Let me tell you again how important that you get aligned. When you go through your marriage and it's shorter or shortchanged, and it's not quite aligned, and you have the right angles happening the way that they should, it's going to cause pressure in your relationship. So this has been Pastor Lester with your Marriage Minute. Get aligned. God bless you.